Andrew Stiles, Franchise Development Manager at the NatWest Group. In this video, I'll be talking about the Rose Review into female entrepreneurship, what the review revealed, and how franchising can support female business owners based on the findings of the report, as well as some initial risk considerations if you are launching a franchise business. The Rose Review was published in March 2019 and was led by NatWest Group CEO Alison Rose at the request of the UK government. The purpose of the review was to specifically identify the disparity between male and female entrepreneurs when starting and scaling businesses, as well as uncover the barriers that women face that contribute to these. The results of the review was based on UK-wide research and included over 100 interviews and 5,000 survey responses. Over 1,100 businesses are launched in Britain per day, but only 1/3 of these are female-led. Women on average start with less than 50% of the capital than men, and are statistically less likely to grow their businesses over £1 million of turnover per year. The Rose Review highlighted that by closing this gap and driving female entrepreneurship, there is a potential for a further 1 million SME businesses in the UK, which could contribute an additional £250 billion to the UK economy. The published report identified 5 key barriers for women compared to men: low access and awareness of capital, a greater risk awareness amongst women, and the perception that they may lack the necessary skills and experience within business, disproportionate primary care responsibilities, and the lack of relatable sponsors, mentors, and role models. The review provided 8 recommendations to accelerate change, from launching new female-focused lending and investment schemes, to improving education around entrepreneurialism, as well as expanding mentoring and networking opportunities for women. A progress report this year, 2 years on from the initial review, shows that progress has been made, including a new Investing in Women Code, which has been signed by nearly 80 signatories, including banks, investment firms, and UK businesses. Funders, including NatWest, have also launched new free business mentoring and networking opportunities for women. The impact of COVID-19, however, has clearly been felt, but really highlights the need to accelerate female entrepreneurship to support the much needed economic recovery. At NatWest, we've supported the franchise sector for many years with a dedicated team, and we recognise that franchising can offer many potential advantages to female business owners facing the barriers identified in the Rose Review. Launching a franchise business under a proven business model can increase your chances of success and potentially reduce those initial risk concerns. Previous surveys published by the British Franchise Association and NatWest show reported failure rates amongst franchise businesses are much lower than those of independent startups. The ongoing support of your franchisor when you launch, operate, and grow your franchise business, as well as the experience and knowledge of other franchise business owners within their network, can really help to build your skills and confidence in running your own business. There are many female entrepreneurs that have been incredibly successful within franchising, and there are many inspirational stories to tell from their own business journeys. There are supportive communities and organisations in the sector, such as EWIF, who profile these successes and connect women through their regular regional forums and annual awards, which NatWest are proud to support. Many franchise models also offer the ability to run your business flexibly with greater support, which could be a fantastic option for those with primary care responsibilities. And finally, the relationships that franchise brands have with lenders can assist with easier access to startup and growth capital, potentially on more favourable terms, where the lender can have a more in-depth knowledge of the business model. If you are considering purchasing or launching your own franchise business, it is, of course, important to consider both the financial and operational risks as part of your due diligence. This will be important for you, the franchisor that you're working with, and any funding or investment partner who is supporting you, and should include a full understanding of all of the initial costs and considerations beyond just the initial franchise fee, and how you will be funding this, whether that's from your own funds, partner investment, or indeed bank funding. It's also important to consider how you are going to forecast the growth of new business and how you're going to monitor progress against this, and whether you've used benchmarking, the experience of other franchisees, and considered your own circumstances and your location. Do you have a contingency plan within your forecasts? For example, what happens if growth is slower than expected, or indeed higher than expected, and what will be your plans to meet this? If you do require funding or investment, it's very important to fully understand the terms of this and how the repayments and interest will impact your overall business plan. And finally, it is of course important to consider your own personal needs and how the business will meet these. And this will be covered in much more detail in another video in this series. Funders such as NatWest can support you with these considerations whilst doing your research. Thank you.